Your Steam account can get flagged even if you create a completely new account. Yeah, new email, new username, even a new password. And Steam can still connect the accounts together because platforms today don't just track accounts anymore. They track your digital fingerprint, your browser setup, your screen resolution, your time zone, your fonts, your hardware behavior, your IP consistency, basically your entire device identity. And this is exactly why some people get banned on one account, then mysteriously get flagged again a few hours later on another one. Most people think, bro, just make another account. That advice worked in like 2014, not anymore. And the crazy part? Most gamers have no idea how aggressive modern account tracking actually is. Also, if you want to test the setup I'm showing in this video, there's a free 2GB proxy offer plus 40% off through my code. I'll leave everything in the description and pinned comment. Now let's get into this because some of the myths people believe about Steam are completely fake. Some anti-cheat systems literally monitor behavior patterns, not just software, behavior. How fast you switch tabs, browser consistency, location mismatches, session patterns, fingerprint consistency. That's why today I'm going to show you how Steam bans actually work, which bans are permanent, which ones are recoverable, the biggest mistake that gets accounts locked permanently, and how people safely separate multiple accounts using isolated browser environments. Because honestly, most people lose accounts from stupidity, not hacking. A lot of people think mass reports can get you automatically banned. Not true. Steam has literally confirmed false reports don't automatically punish accounts. Another myth. People think HWID spoofers magically remove VAC bans. Also false. VAC bans are tied directly to the account, not your motherboard, not your GPU, not your SSD. Spoofing hardware IDs doesn't suddenly unban you. And this is where things get even worse. Some people buy old Steam accounts thinking they're safe because the account already has years of history. Huge mistake. Because Steam considers the original creator the true owner forever, which means even years later that account can still get recovered. Imagine spending thousands on skins, then losing the account overnight because the original owner recovered it. That happens way more than people think. Now before anything else, you need to understand this. Not all Steam bans are the same. And this is where most people completely screw up the appeal process because they appeal the wrong way. So let's break this down properly. First, VAC bans. These are the serious ones. VAC stands for Valve Anti-Cheat. And once you get one, it's usually permanent, not temporary, not under review, not wait 7 days, permanent. And the worst part? Steam support usually cannot manually remove them. That's why people send 15 angry support tickets and get nowhere. Because VAC bans are mostly automated decisions. The only time they disappear is if Valve's system itself detects a false positive, which is rare, very rare. Then you have game bans, completely different. Game bans don't come from Valve directly. They come from the actual game developers. So if you got banned in Rust, CS2, Apex, DayZ, or PUBG, you need to contact that game's support system, not Steam. And then there are community bans. These are usually temporary. Stuff like spam, toxic behavior, harassment, offensive usernames, scam attempts, or fake trading activity. Those usually expire over time unless you repeatedly keep doing dumb stuff. And finally, account locks. This is the one that catches normal people, usually caused by payment disputes, suspicious login activity, hijacked account reports, or chargebacks. And this is where people accidentally destroy perfectly good accounts. Here's what usually happens. Someone buys a game. The game runs terribly. They get angry. Instead of contacting Steam support, they contact their bank. And boom, account locked. Because to Steam, a chargeback looks almost identical to payment fraud, even if your intention wasn't malicious. That's why the smartest thing you can do before touching your bank or PayPal is contact Steam directly first. Because once the payment system gets involved, things escalate very quickly. Now if your account actually gets restricted, here's the real appeal process. Go directly to help.steampowered.com. Don't search random YouTube tutorials promising secret unban methods. Most of them are nonsense. And if Steam places a restriction on your account, you'll usually see a red warning banner. Click it. Most people ignore it. That banner literally tells you what restriction happened, why it happened, and where to appeal correctly. And when writing your appeal, this matters more than people realize. Do not rage. Seriously. Support agents deal with thousands of emotional messages every day. If your appeal looks like, "This is stupid, unban me now," you already lost. Instead, explain exactly what happened, mention timelines clearly, stay professional, and keep the message concise. That alone massively increases your chance of getting a useful response. Now let's talk about the real reason many multi-account setups fail. Most people think using multiple Steam accounts is automatically suspicious. Not necessarily. Lots of people legitimately run multiple accounts, maybe for testing, marketplace activity, inventory separation, regional pricing checks, family setups, or content creation. The issue is not the number of accounts. The issue is when every account looks technically identical. Same browser, same fingerprint, same environment, same IP, same device behavior. That's how accounts get linked. And this is exactly why anti-detect browsers became popular. If you don't know what an anti-detect browser is, it's basically a browser that isolates each account into its own separate digital fingerprint. Instead of every account sharing the same identity, each one runs inside its own isolated browser environment. You can use any anti-detect browser you want, but personally I use Go Login because it automates most of the fingerprint setup and makes the whole process way cleaner. Normally your browser leaks an insane amount of identifying information. Things like browser fingerprinting, time zone, fonts, canvas fingerprinting, WebGL data, hardware specs, language settings, and browser behavior patterns. Most people never even realize websites can see this stuff. Go Login isolates those fingerprints into separate browser profiles, meaning every profile behaves like a different machine. So here's how the setup works. Open Go Login. Click Create Profile. Name it something simple like Steam Account 2. Now add your proxy. Residential proxies usually work best because they appear more natural compared to data center IPs. And this next part matters a lot. One of the biggest mistakes people make manually is mismatching locations, like US IP, European time zone, Russian browser language. That instantly looks suspicious. Go Login automatically syncs things like time zone, browser language, and fingerprint settings with the proxy location, which removes a ton of human error. Now click Run. And before logging into any platform, go to ife.com. I always test the browser profile there first to make sure the fingerprint looks clean before logging into Steam. If everything looks normal, good. If you see warnings or inconsistencies, regenerate the browser profile first. That's the advantage here. Instead of forcing every account through one browser setup, you isolate them properly. And honestly, that's how most experienced multi-account users avoid accidental account linking. Now, quick disclaimer because people always misunderstand this part. Anti-detect browsers are not magic. If you cheat, scam, or violate platform rules, you can still get banned. This setup helps isolate accounts. It does not bypass legitimate bans. Huge difference. So quick recap. WAC bans are usually permanent. Game bans go through developers. Community bans are often temporary. Chargebacks can instantly lock accounts. And if you're running multiple accounts, clean fingerprints and clean proxies matter way more than people realize. And if you want to test the same setup I showed here, there's a free 2 GB proxy offer plus 40% off through my code. Everything's in the description and pinned comment below. And trust me, losing a Steam account with years of progress is not something you want to experience. I'll see you in the next one.